Hello everybody and welcome in. My name is Yolanda Roos. You're watching my channel of Facilitated Light Well-Being. I'm an energy reader and I read the cards to help you find your true placement, things that might be getting in the way, being able to live a full and complete happy life. I am a messenger from the spirit guides, the angels, and that it's above. Adjust that a little bit. Today's message, I'm going to tap into a spiritual type of energy. So we do have some other messages. I did one yesterday. Today it is dinner time right now. I'm just put my laundry in. So I said, I'm going to come on. My dinner's cooking. We'll do a quick little spiritual check-in. So we're going to get the cards. I got this deck. We're going to see what they're going to talk to us about. Your spirituality is what you believe, what you focus on. It's the base of you. It's your connection to the divine, and it doesn't have to be like religious in the sense of church or whatever. It's what you're working on to elevate, to grow, to bring your frequency up at this time. So if you are on that journey and you're trying to see what you need to hear, we're going to tap in and see what message. I have no idea what's going to come out. I just let them talk to you as a collective, because I read collectively, which means I read for the world. If you are here and the energy that's presenting itself, or what you need to be aware of so that you can make better choices or evaluate things within your life. So we're going to jump right in. Two cards that came out. You have Tangerine, energizes and balances. So I think there's some I don't want to say lack of energy, but like we've been going through a lot of different transitions and making sure you're keeping yourself balanced, motivated, energized, because oranges remind me of like have your orange juice and things, and it's got natural sugars. So spiritually, keep yourself focused on the things that you want to grow with, things that you want to fix, things that will put balance within your life. Okay, so that's the first message. The second one is time, promote forgiveness, and offers release. So we are continuing to purge out the things that could be getting in the way, things that are holding us down, keeping our frequency low. We want to be forgiving, not because what they've done you're saying it's okay now. It's that you're releasing it from your energy field and saying, I no longer need to hold this energy. I want to be free. I want to be living a full and complete life without things that are hindering me. It was terrible that it happened, but I want to move forward. I don't want to hold it. Remember, we talked about the analogy. If you're new here, welcome in. If you've been here before and you've heard the videos, we talk about dragging the box of rocks around. You are dragging things that don't need to be dragged around when you're holding on to things and you're not willing to forgive, because then all it does is fester and grow within you. It doesn't help you. You can be mad, and it's like you almost hold on to it, like in the I think it's the Lord of the Rings or whatever, the little guy, the Gollum guy, says, my pretty, this is my pretty. It's that you're holding on to something because you've been hurt, you've been scorned, and I get it. It's hurtful and it's damaging, but if you hold on to it, it continues to poison you, and you need to let go of that. You need to get out of victimhood and say, yes, it happened, yes, it sucked, but I'm going to do something better with it. I'm going to make some changes. I'm not going to allow it to drag me down. So I came from a family that maybe I got abused, and I'm not discounting it. Maybe I was abused. Maybe there was alcohol abuse from other people. Maybe I didn't have a lot. Maybe I had too much, whatever. But it's taking what you have and becoming something better instead of being a victim or staying in victim mindset. Because we all can do it. I mean, we're human, and it's okay to be in it for a little bit, but if it takes over your life and it takes away every bit of joy you have, and you live your life being miserable and angry and you're mad all the time, or you're upset all the time, you're holding things that no longer serve you, or you're holding on to things that person that hurt you is continuing to hurt you, and you have to some way, somehow release it. Okay, I was just doing my plants today, so something came in my mind with my plants, and I always like look at my plants because sometimes they get so like stuck in the pots and they can't grow because they're being limited. They're being kept in those pots, and they will grow and they will stay alive, but they will not thrive flourish or get bigger. They won't expand because there's no room for their roots or their growth to take place. So sometimes you have to either put yourself in a bigger area, give yourself more space to grow, or you need to remove things that are hindering you. Like if you're sharing a pot with everybody, say if you're a plant, you may have to be separated or put yourself in a new environment, in a new open space for expansion to happen. So that is for somebody. If you're feeling like you're just living, you have to expand in some way. You have to continue to allow yourself to grow, to expand, to feel, to release things that aren't serving you, so you have room to take in the new that's about to come in for you. That energy is coming, guys. It's expanding. We're going from one energy source, which was earth energy, and it's expanding into Aquarian energy, which is swords, which is air. It's free, it's open, it's full. You know, it's coming into spring now, so where things are going to start to blossom and grow. You need to clear out all the stuff like winter to make room for the regrowth and rebirth that needs to happen within your life. And sometimes it's easier said than done. I'm not saying that it's an easy thing, but you have to start cleaning out the things that don't serve you so you have room for the new beautiful things to come in. So let's see, what little message do you have from the crystalline deck for the collective? Thank you, spirit guides, angels, for being here. Please give us clear wisdom and messages that will help to grow us, or that will help the people that are watching this. All right, what message do you have for the collective for this spiritual check-in? Any messages? Oh, maybe they don't want this deck. Oh, there's one. All right, it says, be positive in a negative situation. There you go. It's just telling you to make the best of it. Sometimes we're given certain things because we've asked for them. I know that sounds bad, and like you don't want to believe that. But when you come into this world, you have choices on how you're going to get someplace. But there are certain things that you have to go through, certain things that are going to be done, given, brought to your attention, because you've chose that you want to learn something, you want to grow. You are a spirit, an entity of the Most High God that has chosen to be born to live this life around here as a human experience. Humans are a biological body. They have a mind, but you are living through them and experiencing life and all the good and bad. And in this realm, there's good, there's evil, there's love, there's hate, there's beauty, and there's terribleness, you know, because there's choice here. So in a world of free choice, somebody else needs to hear this. When there's choice, there's good and evil, there's yin yang, there's good things, there's bad things. There's people that choose to do good and people that choose to do bad. So know that there's not like some God saying, oh, it's going to be this way and how could a God do that? Okay, and I know that's hard when you've lost something or you don't understand something, but you chose to come to this world that has good and evil. You chose to come here knowing what the platform was. So you need to say, oh, what do I need to learn? This is what's been dealt to me. What am I needing to learn? Because I'm going through this. And now step back and say, am I continuing a pattern, or am I learning from the mistakes or things that have been happening in my life? Because if you're not learning and you keep having the same mistakes, you're not getting something. So there's something you're missing, and you need to evaluate why you keep having the same thing happen. Because the common denominator, and I hate to say this, is you. It's not the other people, because what you surround yourself with, what you do, how you choose to live your life, how you approach life, what you're willing to go up against, what you're willing to do, change, or whatever, it's your choice, and you have to make that decision. You have to choose to do what you need to do to make your life better. And like I said, if you keep having the same thing happen, I don't know why this is coming out, but spiritually, if you are struggling with the same thing and it keeps happening over and over again, or you keep struggling or you can't seem to get rid of it, there's some change that needs to take place, or there's some meditation or prayer that you need to do so that you can figure out what are you doing that keeps putting you in the same situation. All right, spirit guides, what do we have messages from this deck here for our spiritual rising or awakening people? If you've gotten this far, this is for the spiritual people that want to raise, and this is things that they need to know, because if you're not awake and you're just listening to this as kind of like finding direction, this might be for you, this might not. I mean, I'm not sure. This is a collective reading for spiritual awareness or things that need to happen on a spiritual level. This is your first one. It says seashore remnants. Memories are like the treasures that end up on the seashore. Fragments of sea life that once was, that find their way to the beach, no longer needed by the sea, but given freely as a gift to remind you of the splendor that it beholds. You have memories, you have things that you've experienced and gone through, and those memories can be good or bad, but if you have something that's been gone, you still have memories. That person is still in your memory, that situation, that place that you went to. If you went to a vacation and you saw it, if you took the time to take everything in and remember those issues or the beautiful things, they're there. They're as reminders. They're there as keeping you will always have that thing that you did. Stillness. Okay. Although there is vigor and life, from a distance the ocean gives us a sense of peaceful stillness. You may be doing too much. The sea is calling you to stand still and take in what is around you. Stop and smell the salty sea. Yeah, this memory card and this one together makes me feel like at this moment, there's so much going on in somebody's life or a group of you that you're not being able to make the memories or record the memories because you are consciously seeing things, okay? But subconsciously, if you're just like going through and you just see this plant, it's not significant. You need to be still, or you need to slow down enough to take all of it in, or the presence of what's there, or the beauty, and you're not doing that. It sounds like there's a group of you that are super, super busy, and time is just going shoo, because you're not focused on anything. You're just like either just living, just going through, or you're not seeing the little things or picking up on the spiritual things that are coming through because you're not allowing yourself to be quiet at any time. And if you can hear the race in the background, I'm sorry, my husband's watching the NASCAR race. Let's see if there's anything that could be hindering you. Is there anything in the collective that is hindering them right now? What is a major hindrance or thing that could be getting in the way? What do they need to be aware of? Thank you, spirit guides. What could be getting in the way of your spiritual evolution or your spiritual walk? All right, so 2 came out. Your first one was heart fog, mixed emotions, unclear feelings, wishy-washy. So you're at a place, a group of you, that you kind of don't know how you feel. And I feel that right now. I told you guys, if you've watched my videos, you know I'm sharing my own experience because I'm sure you guys are dealing with it too. There's a place where I don't really know what I want to do totally. I know I need to live and survive, go to jobs, blah, blah, blah. But like, I don't know where I'm at right now. So spiritually, it's time to slow down, take a look at what could be hindering you, and this is the same thing, removing what doesn't need to be in your life, because I feel like it's clutter. It's like going into a room that's got all this crap in it and you can't hardly get around. It's the same with your brain, with your spiritual things, with your heart. You could have things that you're holding on to that the universe is like, Lenny, you need to get rid of this. Like, it's not serving you. Why are you even worrying about it? Who cares? You know, like, it's things that maybe have hit your ego, or things that were shortcomings, situations that didn't work out, or you're trying to figure out what you want and you really don't know, so you're just like confused or frustrated and things of that nature. So I think right now, if you don't really know what you're wanting to do, maybe it's time to meditate. Maybe it's time to connect with the divine, with the universe, with whatever you meditate with. Listen to music. Maybe make a plan of action. Start cleaning out your house, cleaning out your surrounding. Maybe get some mental health time. You don't necessarily have to go to a doctor. You may just have to focus on being true and honest with yourself. And that's kind of hard sometimes. Like, what's really bothering me, and being realistic. Am I doing something? Is somebody else doing something? Am I being lazy? Am I being unmotivated? Do I need to change what I'm doing? Do I need to get a new job? Do I need to put new people in my life? Do I need some excitement? Do I need to slow down? I mean, this is just, you're going to know everybody's different. Some people like a busy life and it's kind of boring right now. Some people like a quiet life and they're having to be very busy, so it's stressing them. You know, if you have anxiety, what can you do to help your anxiety? If you're having depression, why are you depressed? It's not just, some of it's chemical, but sometimes there's things in your life that are triggering it or making it worse, or you are just allowing it to take over your life. Because when you get in the midst of depression or mental illness or something's not right, it's hard to pull yourself out of it, because it's kind of like being tired. You want to take a nap, even though you know you need to get up, you know you need to do things, you're just tired, you know, because maybe you're not sleeping well, or you're thinking you're sleeping but you're not. Maybe you need to get like medical attention for like a CPAP machine, or you need to take something to help you sleep because maybe you're hyper, or there's a lot going and your brain doesn't shut down. Maybe you have a medical condition that's causing you discomfort and you're not able to sleep. Maybe you need to take your blood pressure pill in the morning so you're not peeing through the night so you can sleep. I know it sounds stupid to some things, but your sleep can be a key to a lot of things. Maybe you're eating food you're not supposed to and you have an immunoresponse, or you get gas, or you're just not feeling well. If you're eating garbage food, you're going to feel like garbage. Now, I know people don't want to hear that because they want to just be able to go to the Quick Stop, or they want to be able to go to Burger King or McDonald's. It's okay once in a while, but if you're eating that all the time, I really think the food's fake. I don't know. It's not good for you. It's not good all the time. Once in a while, it's not a big deal. My husband and I, we call it gut wad. It's just, it's filling your hunger. But it's not really great for you. It's just giving you some fuel, okay? So keep it in mind. I'm just trying to put out what's coming into my mind, because your spirit is connected to your mind and your body, and all the things, they all go together. So if body, mind, and soul is not in sync, or something's off, it's going to create offness and everything else. I mean, think about it. If you don't feel well, you're going to not be motivated, or you might not want to do stuff, or you might not feel up to it. You might not be able to do stuff. So don't beat yourself up. Start figuring out what's causing it, one thing at a time, and you'll get there. All right, it says F up. I'm not going to say the word. Self-limiting, feeling inadequate, fearing failure. So there's a lot of people that are living in fear. And I think that what's happening is you're limiting yourself, and you are being fed through your archons talking in your ears. They're like little demons, or like, you know, they talk about the angel and the devil. They're feeding you stuff. Your ego's feeding you. The world is feeding you. They're telling you, oh, you're not enough, or you have to do this, or you have to be this, or you're not cool, you have to be this size, or this weight, or this ethnicity, whatever. You need to stop causing your own demise. We've talked about this with a lot of things. Sometimes we are our biggest problem. We're like self-sabotaging ourselves. And I'm telling you, half the time we don't even realize it. So it's just one of those things. So this one says, I save everything and I can be a hoarder. So there's someone out there that spiritually you're clogging yourself up. You're either holding on to too many memories, or you're holding on to too many actual physical things. So be careful, because it will get in the way. I need help, but I don't want to be labeled needy or different. Yeah. If you're walking in a new path, or you're struggling, and people make you feel insecure because you don't want to be labeled as crazy, or, you know, different, or whatever, I get it. But you need to get help if there's a problem, because you're not going to be able to succeed, especially if you're sick or you're mentally ill. Listen, people, I just want you to know, being mentally ill is not really bad, because half of mental illness is chemicals. It's kind of like being a diabetic. You have a condition. A lot of medical problems and medical chemical things are what cause a lot of mental disability. The other half is people have been damaged. You need help. You need to fix or heal or understand what has happened to you to give you mental illness. PTSD comes from trauma. There's nothing wrong with you. You are a human. Because you were experiencing so much trauma, it is creating havoc in your life and you need to heal it. You did not do anything wrong if something traumatic happened to you. It's what happened. It's not your fault. You're not crazy. You're a human being experiencing something and trying to survive something that's traumatized you to a point that it's affecting your life. You cannot ignore it. You have to deal with it. You have to get help, or you need to go to counseling to get through it. If someone's died, if you've been in war, if you've experienced an abusive attack, you've been raped, you've gone through something that has given you PTSD, you are okay. There's nothing wrong with you. Your brain is needing help to digest it, to understand it, and it will block you spiritually from growing because you're going to be damaged. But you can still grow, and your spirituality is what's going to help you to heal, to get through life. You might need to medicate at first, or you might need to use marijuana. You might need to go to counseling. So I don't know. There's somebody out there. If there's somebody dealing with it, there's nothing wrong with you. You're human. And your mind is protecting you, and the PTSD is something that you have to process, okay? Like I said, half of the people, something has happened, or they've been traumatized by something in their childhood, whatever. The other half of you have chemical disabilities. It's part of your biologics. You didn't choose it, okay? You know, being schizophrenic, being certain manic depression, chemical imbalances, it's a part of your body and you did not choose it. What are you going to not talk to diabetics because their blood doesn't work right? It's the same thing. Get the help you need. Go and address it. Don't feel like you can't, like there's something wrong with you. You're just built differently, okay? I like to fight and start trouble. So there's some of you that are, I'm going to say it, little shit starters. And some people just like to start trouble. So spiritually, if you're not lifting people up and you love the drama, you might have a little bit of an issue becoming spiritual, because spirituality in what I do for awakening is about wanting to help mankind. It's about growing. It's about removing the shackles of society. It's about loving people wherever they are, to want to help them. And if you're starting fights, or you're a person that's kind of like agitating crap, or you like to stir the pot, you're not helping anything, and it's going to hinder your growth. Last one, I have been hurt in the past and now I'm having trust issues in my life. Yeah. That is a major one. I think that's one that comes up on a regular basis. This is my little deck for doing tarot therapy. And as a whole, when we get hurt, we have trouble trusting, because our brain says, oh, no. When we do that, it's like your brain is there to protect you. But sometimes it can be a little jerk and it can really get in the way. Your angel card is 477. And it says, visualize harmony. Release worry and welcome peace. Be comforted. The fears you have are not supposed to be yours alone to hold. Visualize your angels taking them from you, leaving you with only a harmonious peace. Sit in meditation right now and picture a bright light washing over you, evaporating all your fears. Then take a few deep breaths and picture what harmony looks like to you. Manifesting harmony in your life and knowing that your angels are there to support you, grow you, and bring that into your circle. So as you're growing spiritually and you're experiencing new things, as you are expanding, you will go through some difficult times, because you have to release the stuff that's not good for you. That's not at a high frequency. If you're trying to raise your frequency and you're trying to grow and you're trying to become a higher, not above people, a higher vibration, that you can be living a life of peace, you're going to go through some cleanup times, because you're going to be shown there are things in your life that you are holding on to. And I'm dealing with it myself. I'm trying to elevate and I'm trying to grow. And I said, oh man, I know there's something I'm not letting go of. There's something I'm holding on to, but I didn't know what it was. So I've been working with meditation, and little by little some things are coming through, but I'm still there. I'm just like you guys. I'm just here as a messenger to try to help people. So this is your High Priestess card that came out. This is my Egyptian deck. It's Sirius, Cosmic Yes, Divine Alignment, Higher Technologies. So this makes me feel like, because this is a spiritual reading, there is alignment that's happening. Things are coming in. Maybe the technologies are going to come in with like the frequency stuff. There's a lot of new technology about frequency healing and frequency, like activating your pineal gland. The food that we eat, the government or the people's powers that be have specifically put plastics in certain foods, fluoride in the water. It calcifies the pineal gland. The pineal gland is like the powerhouse that makes things open. It works with your third eye, your intuition. It's your brain core. It's the center of your brain. And if it's shut down, it's not being used, which makes you dumb. It makes you unaware. It makes you stay asleep. They've put you to sleep. You don't want to hear that, but your government, your powers that be, the ones that are trying to control you and feed off of your energy, is not conspiracy. They're shutting you down. They're trying to keep you asleep so that you will not rebel. They can continue to harvest your energy. They can continue to tell you what to do. And it's not even just rich people. It's just, I'm just going to say, powers that be. Okay? You are coming into alignment, and you want to get the most out of your alignment, and you want to be ready. There's a cosmic yes. Yes, it's time to align. The planes are shifting. You've got timelines touching each other. You've got frequencies that are coming in that are trying to activate you at a cellular level, at a brain level, at a awakening, a dawn of awakening, that we are coming back into where we're supposed to be. I guess there's I was watching a video and it talked about the powers that were holding the earth down into a lower frequency, or pulling it down, which whatever way, it's been lifted. There was, I guess, a main person and their family, like their siblings, was helping to keep the earth. It was kind of hijacked. That's why it's like a matrix, and it's not the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be living in like the Atlantean and the Lemurian age, where it was, you were connected to each other, you were living in 5D, you were a higher vibrational, everybody was working together. You know what you do to other people, so you don't, it's like everybody's aware of everything. You're not like hidden from everybody. You're not asleep. Everybody's awake. They're connected telepathically. That's where we're trying to go. But you don't have to go. You can choose to be there, or you can choose to stay in the 3D, which is where we're at now. We are moving, which is causing a lot of turmoil for people that want to try to control us. But we are moving into a higher frequency where we're not needing validation from certain things. We're connecting right to the divine, to the monad, to the higher being that created us, the light energy that wants us to be free and peaceful, in alignment, working together for humanity so we can live in symbiosis and happiness. You know, it's not fake. It's coming. You will either ascend by being in a higher vibration with a body, or you will ascend by when you leave this plane and you will go into a higher dimension. The bottom plane is going to be removed. The 3D is going to be removed, but some people will get there by being a body, and some people will ascend by passing and not being here anymore, which could be your choice at a soul level, or there could be something that happens that causes the rest of the people, or something. Like, the earth has been redone a bunch of times. I guess they've redone it. You've relived it. They've talked to animals. They've talked to spirit guides. They've talked to all things. The earth has regenerated itself over and over and over again, because it's a learning platform. Okay, so don't take anything too serious. I mean, be serious about your stuff, but like, live your life focused on trying to be the best person you can be, because what is on you is going to mirror out into the world. So if you are spiritually trying to awaken, focus on you first, and then it will ooze out into the world, and all that beautiful energy, when you start fixing yourself, that's when you can start helping. That's why I said, if you're broken and you're damaged, you're not going to be good to anybody, including yourself. If you focus on healing you and stop worrying about everybody else, it's none of your business what everybody else does. Heal you, and as your energy vibrates at a higher frequency, you're going to send it out. People around you are going to feel it. People are going to resonate, or they're going to feel something that helps them, because you are fixing yourself first and making yourself one step at a time. You start the change within you. So that might be a message for a good chunk of you that are trying to figure out, don't worry about everybody else, worry about you. And not in a selfish way. Heal yourself, grow yourself, get to a good frequency where you are actually not drawing on people's energy. You are just your own little self-sufficient light bulb sticking out there and being a positive influence in the world. So I hope this helps you. I think I'm going to pull one little card just to kind of finish it with the little Bloom Grow Shine deck. Do we have a finishing card? And then I'll let you be for the day. I hope this will help you, the ones that are trying to spiritually awaken. It'll probably help the regular people too, but this is like a spiritual check-in for my lovelies that want to awaken, or they are awakening and they're trying to become the best version of themselves. What message do you have for the collective? Please, one card. Thank you. And if it doesn't come out, we'll pull it if we have to. Okay, so they just want me to pull it. Okay, your card is Ghost Pipes, which are a non-photosynthetic flower that grows in the fall. They live in symbiosis like a mushroom would. They live in connection with the sugars and things with the trees. I have them in my backyard. I can't always find them. Depends on when it comes up. You may be going through some trials. Don't repeat the mistake, but learn from it. So remember, we talked about that in the beginning, that's important. Learning from your mistakes, learning from the mishaps instead of completing the same thing over and over again. Be gentle with yourself, see the error or mistake, fix it, and change it for the better. So that is one of the messages. So as a general public, we are possibly going so fast, or we're just listening to everything that's going on, that we're not seeing the things that we're repeating, or we're not wanting to see it, and we want to keep doing things the same way, expecting a different result, which is the definition of insanity. I think that's what they were saying. If you keep doing the same thing, expecting a different outcome, you're not getting it. So try something different. Be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to grow, to learn, and expand. Remove yourself from areas that don't serve you, or remove things from your life that are not serving you. I hope this spiritual check-in has helped you, and that you'll have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.